Success is often painted as a grand external event, a trophy on a shelf, a title or recognition that others can see. But the truth is, the deepest, most transformative success lives inside us, and it only becomes real when we take full ownership of it. To claim success as your own is to stop shrinking in the face of achievement, to resist the urge to dismiss your accomplishments as luck, timing, or the work of others, and instead to step fully into the reality that you created it through your choices, persistence, and courage. Owning success requires an unwavering acknowledgement of your effort. The late nights, the sacrifices, the moments of doubt when giving up would have been easier. It is easy to pass off success as something outside of us, to minimize our role in it because humility is often mistaken for self-effacement. But true humility does not deny our own contribution. It celebrates it quietly, without comparison, without the need for validation. When you embrace your success personally, you allow yourself to feel the fullness of it, the pride, the confidence, and even the vulnerability that comes with knowing that this accomplishment is yours and yours alone. It also means recognizing the complexity of your journey. Success is rarely a straight line. It is a winding path filled with mistakes, missteps, and moments when you felt uncertain or inadequate. Taking success personally means understanding that every stumble, every moment of hesitation, every setback, and every triumph collectively built the foundation for this moment of achievement. It is acknowledging that you were the architect of your results, that your persistence, your creativity, and your refusal to quit are what brought you here. There is also a quiet power in celebrating your success internally. You do not need external applause to validate what you have done. You need only the honest recognition of your own effort. This internal ownership strengthens resilience because it ties your achievements directly to your agency. When you experience setbacks in the future, you will remember that your success was not accidental, that it was earned, and that the same dedication and grit will carry you forward again. Claiming success personally also transforms how you see others' accomplishments. Instead of envying, comparing, or diminishing their achievements, you develop a perspective rooted in understanding that effort matters and that everyone's journey is unique. This fosters empathy and respect for both your path and the paths of those around you. Ultimately, to internalize success is to claim the full spectrum of human experience. The struggle, the uncertainty, the courage, and the triumph, as yours, without apology or deflection. It is to sit in the quiet satisfaction of knowing that the result before you is the fruit of your own labor, the manifestation of your choices, and the reflection of your character. By taking ownership, success becomes more than an event. It becomes a lens through which you understand yourself, a mirror that reflects your strength, your commitment, and your ability to navigate life with intention. This ownership empowers you to step into future challenges with confidence, not arrogance, and with a grounded sense of self that knows your efforts matter, your victories are real, and your journey is valid. Owning success personally transforms it from something transient and external into a permanent, living testament of who you are and what you are capable of achieving. Taking success personally requires more than celebrating the outcome. It demands a deep, honest engagement with the journey that brought you there, an awareness of every choice, every misstep, and every lesson that shaped the path. Success is not a single moment frozen in time, but a tapestry woven from countless decisions, small and large, made in contexts of uncertainty, challenge, and opportunity. To internalize it is to pause and reflect, to look back not with judgment or regret, but with curiosity and appreciation for how each experience contributed to your growth. Every failure along the way is a teacher, offering insights about your resilience, your strengths, and the areas where improvement is possible. When you examine your choices, you recognize that success was not a matter of luck or chance, but the cumulative effect of intentional actions, persistent effort, and moments of courage when you acted despite fear or doubt. Self-reflection allows you to see the patterns in your behavior, the habits that propelled you forward, and those that held you back, providing clarity about how to replicate success in the future and avoid repeating past mistakes. It also brings awareness to the internal struggles you overcame, times when self-doubt threatened to paralyze you, when impatience tempted you to abandon the path, or when the allure of shortcuts whispered that the hard work was not worth it. Recognizing these moments is critical because it highlights the human element of achievement. Success is not merely external accolades or visible outcomes, but the process of becoming someone capable of achieving them. By reflecting on your journey, you understand that each lesson, no matter how painful or challenging, contributed to your growth, shaping not only what you accomplished, but who you became in the process. Taking success personally means owning that growth, acknowledging that the person you are now, the one capable of this achievement, is a product of all the learning, adaptation, and resilience cultivated along the way. This mindset transforms success into a living, evolving experience rather than a static milestone. It is something that informs future decisions, inspires continued improvement, and reinforces the understanding that growth and achievement are inseparable. It also fosters humility, as you recognize that while you were the architect of your success, the lessons you learned often came from circumstances, challenges, and interactions beyond your control, requiring openness, reflection, and adaptation. Internalizing success in this way strengthens your capacity to navigate future challenges because it roots confidence not in external validation, but in the knowledge that you have developed the skills, insight, and wisdom to act effectively. It allows you to celebrate achievements while simultaneously maintaining a commitment to continuous learning, understanding that the journey itself is as valuable as the destination. Every step, every decision, and every insight becomes part of a broader narrative of self-discovery, reinforcing the connection between effort and outcome, choice and consequence, and action and personal transformation. In this way, taking success personally is not just about the victory at hand, but about cultivating a lifelong engagement with your growth, honoring the journey that brought you here, and allowing that understanding to deepen your appreciation of both your achievements and your potential. It is a practice of introspection and acknowledgement, a commitment to seeing yourself fully, and an embrace of the lessons that make success not only possible, but meaningful, rich, and transformative. Celebrating your own achievements is a quiet act of courage, a recognition that claiming your victories does not diminish others but affirms your own worth and effort. Many shy away from acknowledging their successes, dismissing them as luck, timing, or the work of others, believing that drawing attention to their accomplishments is boastful or inappropriate. Yet, taking success personally means stepping into the vulnerability of owning what you have done, embracing both the effort it took and the results it produced without apology or hesitation. To honor your achievements is to confront an inner dialogue that often minimizes your contributions, a voice that says, "It wasn't that big of a deal," or "Someone else deserved this more." Courage to celebrate yourself requires resisting that voice and affirming the reality that your dedication, persistence, and skill brought you to this moment. This acknowledgement is not about arrogance or ego. It is about honesty and integrity with yourself, recognizing that what you have accomplished is real and meaningful. It is also about understanding that celebration is a form of nourishment for the soul, a way to recharge and affirm your value in the world. By honoring your wins, you reinforce a sense of agency and self-respect, reminding yourself that your efforts matter and that your growth and progress deserve recognition. Celebrating yourself requires courage because it often goes against social conditioning or internalized beliefs that humility means downplaying your accomplishments or that praise should only come from others. True courage is standing in the quiet truth that your success is valid, that it reflects your unique journey, and that it is worthy of acknowledgement. This act of celebration is not just about the moment. It strengthens your capacity for future challenges by embedding a sense of confidence and self-worth that cannot be easily shaken. It teaches you to value your own contributions and to build a mindset where achievement is met with gratitude and pride rather than discomfort or deflection. It also deepens your relationship with yourself, creating a dialogue of encouragement and affirmation that balances self-criticism with recognition. The courage to celebrate yourself extends beyond personal gain. It models for others that embracing one's successes is a healthy, empowering practice, inspiring those around you to do the same. In this way, acknowledging your achievements becomes an act of leadership, teaching resilience, self-compassion, and the importance of valuing effort and progress. It requires slowing down to truly see what you have done, to recognize the challenges you overcame, and to feel the weight and significance of your accomplishment. Each victory, no matter how small it might appear, is a testament to your perseverance and growth, and celebrating it allows you to fully internalize its meaning. When you take the time to honor your wins, you reinforce the connection between effort and outcome, courage and reward, and intention and result. You create a space where your achievements are not fleeting or overlooked, but become a living part of your story, shaping your identity and fueling your confidence for the next challenge. Ultimately, celebrating yourself is an act of authenticity, a declaration that your work, your resilience, and your successes are yours to claim, that they are worthy of acknowledgement, and that honoring them is both a personal and transformative practice that deepens your engagement with life. Growth and the pursuit of your goals, success and responsibility are inseparable, intertwined in ways that define the depth and authenticity of personal achievement. To take success personally is to recognize that it carries with it an inherent responsibility, not only to honor the effort and choices that brought it into being, but also to uphold the standards, discipline, and integrity that sustain the journey. Owning your success fully requires an understanding that the outcomes you achieve are not accidents or fleeting strokes of luck, but the direct result of consistent action, conscious decisions, and the resilience cultivated through challenge and persistence. This ownership strengthens resilience because it grounds confidence in reality rather than in circumstance. When you know that you earned your achievements, you develop an inner fortitude that cannot be easily shaken by setbacks or external pressures. Responsibility is not merely about duty to others. It is about accountability to yourself, acknowledging that your actions have consequences, that the effort you invested matters, and that you are capable of navigating future challenges with the same determination and integrity. Each success you claim personally becomes both a benchmark and a catalyst. It demonstrates what is possible through commitment and encourages a deeper engagement with your aspirations. Resilience grows from this understanding because it transforms obstacles into opportunities for learning, mistakes into lessons, and uncertainty into a space where courage can emerge. Taking responsibility for success also requires embracing the discomfort of self-reflection, acknowledging where shortcuts might have been tempting, where doubt might have loomed, and where persistence required extraordinary effort. This process is not punitive. Rather, it is empowering, revealing the strength, adaptability, and resourcefulness that you already possess. Personal ownership of success reinforces a proactive mindset. You no longer wait for circumstances to validate your worth or for external recognition to define achievement, but instead take deliberate, intentional steps toward your goals, knowing that each action matters. Resilience and responsibility are mutually reinforcing. By holding yourself accountable for your successes, you cultivate the capacity to withstand failure, criticism, or unexpected challenges with grace and determination. Each triumph is a reminder that effort, persistence, and courage produce results, while each challenge along the way becomes an opportunity to deepen your strength and refine your approach. This understanding also shapes how you envision the future. You recognize that the skills, discipline, and mindset that led to past successes are the tools that will guide you forward, allowing you to approach new goals with confidence and clarity. Owning success personally is an act of integrity, a recognition that your achievements are inseparable from your responsibility to maintain the standards and values that made them possible. It shifts focus from seeking external validation to cultivating internal reliability, fostering a sense of empowerment that strengthens both character and capacity. Ultimately, resilience and responsibility transform success from a static event into a dynamic force, a living proof of what intentionality, courage, and persistence can accomplish. When you embrace both, success is no longer an endpoint but a guiding principle, a foundation upon which future growth, achievement, and personal fulfillment are built, reminding you with every step that claiming what you have earned is both a right and a duty, and that through this ownership, you develop the enduring strength to pursue your ambitions relentlessly, responsibly, and with unwavering resilience. Personal success is never truly isolated. It exists in the context of relationships, communities, and the subtle ways our actions touch the lives of others. When you take ownership of your achievements, you create ripples that extend far beyond your immediate experience, inspiring those around you to recognize what is possible in their own lives. Owning success personally is an act of courage that demonstrates the value of effort, perseverance, and integrity, and this demonstration carries an unspoken message. Growth and accomplishment are attainable through commitment and resilience. By embracing your victories, you model a mindset of accountability and self-respect that can shift the energy in your environment, encouraging others to step fully into their own potential. Success claimed personally becomes contagious, not in a boastful way, but in a way that validates hard work and the pursuit of meaningful goals, showing that achievement is the product of deliberate choices and sustained effort. When those around you witness someone honoring their journey, it creates a sense of possibility, a quiet motivation that empowers colleagues, friends, and peers to embrace their own challenges with renewed determination. The ripple effect of personal success also fosters connection and collective growth. As people begin to see the value in supporting each other's endeavors, celebrating victories together, and sharing lessons learned along the way. In this sense, your achievements are not just milestones in your own story, but part of a larger narrative that influences culture, expectations, and the attitudes of those you interact with. Recognizing this impact enhances the significance of your work, infusing your efforts with a broader sense of purpose. Success becomes more than a personal gain, it becomes a contribution, a way of elevating the standards, confidence, and aspirations of others. Claiming success personally also cultivates empathy and perspective, as it encourages you to consider how your actions and accomplishments resonate beyond your immediate sphere, motivating you to act with integrity and intentionality. This awareness creates a virtuous cycle. Your growth inspires others, their growth inspires you, and together, the collective pursuit of excellence and meaningful achievement is strengthened. It also underscores the responsibility inherent in personal success. To own what you accomplish is to recognize that your choices and results are visible, whether through direct collaboration or subtle influence, and that this visibility carries the opportunity to positively shape the environment around you. By taking your successes seriously and honoring them, you cultivate a leadership rooted not in authority or control, but in example and influence, showing that achievement is a holistic experience that nurtures both self and community. The ripple effect of personal success reminds us that human endeavor is interconnected, that no accomplishment exists in a vacuum, and that the recognition of your own achievements empowers others to recognize theirs. It reinforces the idea that personal victory is inseparable from contribution, that the act of claiming your own accomplishments can inspire courage, initiative, and confidence in others, and that success is most meaningful when it elevates not just the individual, but the collective environment. Ultimately, understanding the impact beyond self transforms how you perceive and experience achievement. It deepens purpose, strengthens relationships, and positions your personal growth as part of a wider, shared human story, demonstrating that when you take success personally, the benefits extend far beyond you, shaping the aspirations, energy, and potential of everyone who encounters the ripples of your effort and triumph. Taking success personally requires a profound recognition of your intrinsic value, an understanding that your achievements are meaningful not because others praise them, but because they reflect your dedication, effort, and unique capabilities. Authenticity in success means embracing your journey with honesty, acknowledging the strengths and weaknesses that shaped your path, and honoring the person you are in the process of becoming. When you ground your accomplishments in self-respect rather than external validation, you liberate yourself from the constant comparison to others, the fleeting approval of peers, or the pressure to meet external expectations. This allows you to experience your success fully and honestly, as something that belongs to you and reflects your personal growth and commitment. Recognizing your self-worth transforms how you approach achievement. You no longer measure the value of your success by applause or recognition, but by the integrity, effort, and courage embedded in the work you undertook to reach it. Authenticity requires vulnerability, the willingness to see and accept your contributions as they are, without embellishment or diminishment, and to resist the temptation to frame them in ways designed to gain approval. In doing so, success becomes a mirror reflecting your true capabilities and the choices that define your character, rather than a projection shaped by others' expectations. Grounding success in self-worth also strengthens resilience because your confidence is anchored internally, allowing you to navigate challenges, setbacks, and criticism without losing sight of your value or the legitimacy of your achievements. It fosters a mindset where mistakes are viewed as opportunities for learning rather than as threats to your identity, and where progress is celebrated for the growth it represents rather than the validation it might attract. By owning success authentically, you cultivate a deeper relationship with yourself, acknowledging that your effort, perseverance, and dedication are inherently worthy of recognition, and that you deserve to claim the rewards of your labor without guilt or hesitation. This approach also encourages alignment between your actions and your values, as you pursue goals that resonate with your true self rather than conforming to external definitions of success. When success is experienced authentically, it becomes a tool for self-discovery, revealing the dimensions of your strength, creativity, and resilience, and reinforcing a sense of purpose grounded in self-respect. It transforms achievement from a fleeting moment of external acknowledgement into a lasting affirmation of who you are and what you are capable of accomplishing. Furthermore, embracing authenticity and self-worth in success allows you to inspire and influence others without pretense, modeling the power of integrity and the importance of valuing one's own efforts. It teaches that true success is inseparable from a clear sense of self, that accomplishments gain depth and meaning when they are rooted in honesty, courage, and respect for one's own journey. Ultimately, taking success personally through authenticity and self-worth is about living in alignment with your true potential, claiming your victories with pride, and understanding that the measure of your achievement is not in the recognition of others, but in the acknowledgement of your own dedication, growth, and value. It is an enduring practice of self-affirmation, integrity, and empowerment that transforms success into a deeply personal, meaningful, and sustaining experience, shaping both your present and the trajectory of your future endeavors.